Yeah, fantastic. The session is being recorded. So one thing is, I know you already know what civil really has to do. And from I've been running these trainings for the last 3 years, 2 years now. That is around 2022, the better part of it, 2023, and now I was doing this in-house. But now when I came to LinkedIn, I've been able to interact with count a number of people. And the biggest mistake that we are having, or the reason as to why we struggle with civil DD is number one, we don't have the right approach. So the moment you start something in the wrong foot, you always end up in the wrong foot, honestly, sometimes, if you don't have someone to guide you. Number two is we have a lot of videos on YouTube and all over, but these videos are not context. They are not, you are not designing an actual project. Number two, you don't have the opportunity to ask one-on-one questions, to be guided, to submit your work, get reviewed. And that is where actually learning gets to happen. So I'm just curious, and I want to start with Rashid, from Bangladesh. I want to know, why do you want to learn civil 3D? Why? Why do you want to learn civil 3D? Just tell me in one sentence.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. I
Good
am
evening.
from Bangladesh. Yes, of course, I'm already been working with Civil 3D for last 3 years. But I am feeling that I need to improve some strategy of using the software and getting out most of it so easily and quickly. That is actually the reason I want to enroll this
Amazing,
course.
amazing. So what you're looking at is workflow efficiency in one
Yeah, yeah.
sentence. Workflow efficiency. Super, I get it. So let me get to hear from just two more people, then I get into my small presentation that I end for you today. Let me get to hear from one more person. All right, let me get to hear. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Innocent?
Yes, thank you so much. Good evening.
Good evening.
Personally, I'm Okwiri Innocent, a student of survey and geomatics engineering. I would like to employ and dive into Civil 3D to enable me understand the basic of surveying when implementing projects, especially roads and other big projects like constructions. I wanted to know the deeper thoughts of designing roads, especially the role a plays when performing such projects. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. That's a clear thing that you want to learn, and that is precisely what we're doing here. So I'm seeing someone from Ethiopia here is with us. Here is to be part of a community and learn best practices for BIM for infrastructure, and that's a key thing. Most of us, I always tell the people who join us that the world is too complex for you to strike it alone. The world is so complex for you to strike it alone. So if you think that you can actually strike a lot of things alone, um, somehow, yes, you may, maybe, I don't know, but it will be super, super difficult. So, but when we come as a community of people who are doing the same thing, it becomes very, very, very easy for us. So, just without wasting a lot of time, I would like you to allow me to get to do a simple presentation on what entails our program, what we are going to cover, and our approach on how we're going to do it. And then after that, we get to dive into the program. So allow me to make a simple presentation here because I hadn't prepared one specifically for you people. And actually, it's right here with you. So, right, great. Please drop a one if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please drop a one. Drop a one in the chat box. Let me see who can get to see my screen. Fantastic. Pacific is actually in one of our training programs now in the boot camp that is designed for university students. And he's doing super, super great. I think I actually mentioned him even on my LinkedIn. I always appreciate men and women who become very intentional in their journey. So today's session, I want to give you a perspective that I personally used to get very good at Civil 3D, at BIM, and many other softwares. And this very same strategy that I'm going to share with you today is the same strategy that we've been employing. Please, my captains, there are people in the waiting room. So this is the same principle that we've been employing with most of our trainings, in most of our trainings, and we have seen tremendous success for people who follow through. So this is it, and I want you to take notes genuinely, even if you are at whatever level or whatever profession, because I've seen people ask me, how is this even good enough for me as a surveyor? How good is this for me as a foreman, as a site engineer, and all of that? So this is basically a philosophy, a strategy that is going to help you accelerate your learning. And here is another point. I am not jealous. I don't want to, even if you don't get to subscribe to our program, that is why I'm giving this out as an open call. It's going to help you in whatever field that you're going and in whatever way that you're going to choose to learn. So that's why I said all you need to learn CAD, that is computer aided design, fast and effectively. So let me just mention about a little bit about my story. So why do most engineers struggle to master CAD skills? One of the biggest reasons that most of us are struggling, and most of us have struggled, and most of us have even ended up to actually say that maybe CAD design is not my thing, is I'm not meant to learn that. Number one is for this reason. There is no structure in how you embrace this learning. You don't have a structure. So all you're doing is you just jumping in, watching this video, watching the other one, following that guy say this, following that the other guy. The key thing here when it comes to civil 3D is, or learning anything, you need to have structure. In structure, I mean you need to think through the whole process. For example, where am I starting? Who am I moving with? And how am I going to be practicing this? How many days in a week? How many days in a month? With who? And what is the expected results that I want to achieve? That is the key thing, number one. Number two is people don't like feedback. So people feel like, for example, when you offer them feedback, when, for example, I offer you feedback, I'm not fighting you, I'm not attacking you, I'm not criticizing you. What I'm doing is I am helping you to improve in that one specific area that you're working in. And that is a key thing that most people need to understand. Okay. The other thing is people don't have practical projects that you can be able to work on. For example, you're just working on some survey data that you don't know, like you just working on an empty uh, workspace. So that becomes super, super, super difficult. And I'm just curious, and I would want to know, drop in the chat box, why? Why do you think you struggle? What are some of the things that you're struggling with? And at the end of this session, I will be able to respond to that. I will be able to guide you. And probably even within this presentation, you will be able I will have answered your questions even before I get to review the things that you're texting. So feel free, drop it in the chat box and let me get to know what is there. So who is this guy that is talking to you today? So my name is James Buredi, an highway design engineer, currently working with Kenya National Highways Authority as an engineer for roads, of course. Been able to design a couple of roads, currently also in our project. Actually, for the people that we talk with openly, I was on another exercise where I am embarking to design another 20.5 kilometers road. And I was supervising the topo data. I even shared a picture there and all of that. So I am a dynamic leader who ignites creativity, rallies diverse teams. For most of us who have been with me, I run almost 7 teams here, and my commitment and my passion is in personal development, and that is why I keep giving you people videos. I keep talking to you. I have so many guys that I'm mentoring. I have so many people that we talk to because I believe that when you develop your capability, when you develop yourself, then you can be able to achieve whatever you want to do. And now, in this case, I've been able to craft a game-changing highway design course that is meant to revolutionize engineering teams. I've been able to train over 300. I even lost the count at this point. Uh, but the main focus is to have an era where we merge technical, we merge technical excellence with personal leadership. Can you be able to lead yourself to actually deliver projects? We don't want to train engineers who, when they get employed, you have to be kicked around to be reminded what you need to do, all of these. So I don't want that to happen. Even in the program, this is the mindset that we instill in you. We want you to lead yourself. We want you to be responsible. We want you to respect timelines. Because we'll be issuing project deadlines. So we want you to be able to respect that and be able to deliver projects. We are able helping you also to develop your presentation skills, your collaboration, because you'll be working with teams in this program. So this is not about civility, and that is what people think about, because you think that the moment you know how to click things on screen, then you become great at it. No, it really comes with a lot of dynamics, and it's also you need to be resilient enough when you're working on projects. So that is what we want. I have come up with a brand that we call Runtab, and we are envisioning becoming a beacon of innovation and excellence. And we want to set new standards for you people to help you, become very, very good at whatever that you're going to pursue when it comes to highway design. So I want to talk about a little story. I normally call it the story of uncertain road. So when I was growing up, I really was from a village. I'm from a village in Meru, Kenya. That is where I come from. And in this village, we really didn't have piped water when I was growing up. We didn't have a lot of infrastructure. We didn't have roads and all of that. But one of the biggest childhood memories that I remember was during the weekends after primary school. I went to the village primary school actually. The primary school that I went to was just next to our homestead. I just used to sneak and get to school. Yeah, I never got late anyway. So during the weekends, we would go and fetch water in the nearby stream. And of course, as a norm with the people, in the village, we used to do this as a community thing with other children. And when we would go there, we used to play around. Before now, the water filled the jerrycans because that spring didn't have a lot of water. And one key thing that I remember in this memory was me building mud bridges, building some mud roads that used to cross those small tributaries or streams from that stream. That is one of my biggest childhood memories. A memory that I actually see. I can actually remember those very same bridges that we used to construct. And why am I talking about this? Because this is one of the strongest memories that inspired me subconsciously. I didn't actually know because when I went to campus, I remember after high school, my father really wanted me to be a doctor. He really pushed it for it. He really pushed that. He wanted me to be a doctor. He wanted me to, I don't know whether he wanted to be called the father to a doctor, but I don't know what that was. But I think that was the first time that we really end a strong disagreement. I had to stand my ground and I said that I want to be an engineer. And what engineer? I wanted to be a civil engineer. And when he saw that I had a very firm stand on that, he went ahead to talk even to my relatives, to my uncles, to my learned friend in the village. And they were to tell me, now, if you want to be an engineer, become a chemical engineer. I don't know if that was to make me become still a doctor in the medicine, but I really had a strong stand that I wanted to become a civil engineer. And then after that, when I went to campus, I was really lost, I think, in the very first. Because when I went, I saw that we were learning chemistry, biology, a lot of things that were not making sense to me as an engineer. And then that is when I a little got lost. I really got into other things. I lost the momentum of why even I wanted to do engineering. And then at that specific point, I was not focusing a lot in learning any skills, in connecting with people. Like you people, I'm seeing even people who are in college now, being able to join such a meeting like this one. I never joined one in my entire 6 years in the university. I never knew even there is something like called LinkedIn. I never knew how I would even connect with other engineers. I didn't even go anywhere. And in this case now, when I was leaving campus, I was very lost. I didn't know anything. I literally didn't have any practical. I had a lot of theory because the idea that we all normally get fed is just read books, regurgitate that knowledge, write it in the exam, pass, get a good job, then get married, have a very good life. There is no impact, there is no growth, there is no leadership in that whole story. So immediately, and I really, every time that I'm telling this story, it gets really deep. I don't know why, but so I left campus with nothing, and then when I went for my first industrial attachment, I felt super. I was excited in the first place because I went at Kenya National Highways Authority, one of the best. It's actually the best roads authority that we have in Africa. And in this point now, after I got there, the very first 2 days, 1 week, the excitement was gone. The excitement was not there, right? And why was the excitement gone? Because there was nothing that was appealing to me. I didn't feel like I was doing anything. And I know this is a scenario for most of us. When you go to your first industrial attachment, when you go for your first job, when you go for your first site visit, you're really lost and you don't know what is happening. And that was the same scenario. That was the same shoes that I was in at that specific point in time. And then I remember this time we used to go on site, we used to do these things, but I was not feeling the life in it. I felt that I was super clogged. And then after that whole thing, I met this super good engineer who was talking about road design. Everyone was consulting him in their office. Everyone was talking good about him. And that is when I remembered what Jeff Bezos, I've come to think about it now, because they say that you are the person who people say you are when you are actually not there. And that is where I got inspired. That is where I was attracted to him. And I tried to know, why is this guy so good? Why is this guy becoming the center of attention? He's so powerful, yet he's not doing anything. Everyone give him a lot of respect and power and honor and all of that. And when I went to him, even when he walks with a lot of grace. Even when he spoke, he was speaking with a lot of grace. And that is when I wanted to know more about him. I was actually attracted to the person. In as much as I was looking for something that I could do, I was also attracted to him as a person. And when I met with him, I asked him, "What are you good at?" You know, like, I see you people consulting, and he told me, just I do highway design and all of that. And I was like, yeah, how does that look like? Okay. So the thing is, I didn't know even civil 3D. I didn't know a lot of things at that point in time. But this engineer now is called Engineer Godwin Micheni. You can check him on LinkedIn. He's not very active there, but he's super, super active. When you meet him, he's fantastic. And that is when I got inspired. I asked him, can you teach me? Can you show me how to design drones? And he told me yes. And then I asked him which software to use. How do you design drones? So that was my first time to install Civil 3D and start. And that is my whole story. And the reason as to why I'm telling this story is I understand that most of the people that are here with us are novice. It's your first time. Most of us even haven't. There are people who have the privilege that they have worked on it few, for a couple of projects, probably a few years, a few months, and all of that. But I'm talking to this to talk to you, that person, that you feel like you're in campus, you just finished school, and you didn't have these skills that you want. It's not too late, and that's why I created this software. So after this engineer was able to train me through this, and I became very committed. I would meet deadlines. I would give all deliverables, all projects that he would assign to me. I would go search on YouTube, learn more after he teaches me a few things here and there. And then as I progress to work on that, and that's why I emphasize on deliberate practice. You cannot learn by listening to me. You cannot learn by just watching the videos. You must get involved in it. And I'm going to cover that precisely just in the next few minutes. So it's about working on it, working. And then this software, just this one that we are talking about calling CVT, opened opportunities for me. I committed to read for 3 months. And this one, remember, this guy is super, super busy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay put. Sure, James is coming back. It's just a minor glitch in network. Please stay put. Stay put. Be patient. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Sorry about that. I ended technical hitch. All right. Okay. This is super frustrating. Was super frustrating. Please drop a one if you can to hear me. If you can get to hear me. Uh. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. And in that case now, I don't really like focusing on my success part, but I focus on the painful part. So this is where your frustrations come in. This is where you feel like you are not adequate, you're not good enough, you don't have the skills actually to get things going. You don't have understand the best industry practices, okay? And that is where we also look at our internships, our attachment. When you get pro bono basis task, when you get those small things that you're able to work on. And this is one thing that I want you people to think about today. I want you to ask yourself this simple question. Do you want to remain in your painful state? Do you want to stay where you are, where you're stuck? You don't have a specific skill. I don't want us to go. And my message to all young professionals is you don't have to go and tell people that I can do any job. I want you to go and tell people that I am good at this job. So when you're going for your internships, when you're going for your attachment, when you're going for your job interviews, and this is what we are building with you here. I want you to have the confidence that this is what I am good in. I'm good in raw design. So my question to you today, are you going to stay in that painful state? Are you going to stay where you are stuck without a skill, without something that you can actually show? Do you have a rare and valuable skill? I am seeing a lot of people even making a joke. Look, I have people who are doing internships and attachments at our workplace, and they even surprise me. They don't know anything. They don't have a specific skill. I'm there. Everyone is there. They have never approached anyone. They have never gone for mentorship. They have never asked anyone to teach something. And this is a painful thing. You just come, scroll around, stroll here and there, get in the double cabs, go to site, wear reflectors, take pictures, and go back home. But that means that you are not ready to move from your painful state. And that's why I am coming to you people, because I was in the same situation that you are in. It doesn't matter whether you're in campus, you're working, or of that. It is where you are that I am coming to you. I'm giving you this opportunity that you can change from saying or begging for a specific job to actually giving value and saying that this is what I am good in. Okay. So that is the painful state that we're talking about. But now, how do you get to learn and become better? What strategies did I use? What strategies have I been giving the people that have been training for the last 2 years that has helped them to accelerate their career? Okay. What is it that I have been able to give to these people? Number one is when you're starting to learn Civil 3D, and this is where we are. And the assumption here is we are all starting from zero. This is a picture of me when I was doing some attach. It was attachment as a materials engineer at MTRT. So in this case, is you really need to learn these key things, and I call it spin learning, and it's called FAST. This is the acronym that you need to master. The first letter in FAST is F. This is forget. Start with a beginner's mind. You need to forget your limitations. So most of us have started any other Civil 3D. You've done many other courses. You've done probably some online course, and you failed terribly. You didn't get to succeed in it, and you've been trying to learn from your friends probably, and you feel like you struggled to to master anything. But I want you to forget that. I want you to start on a clean slate. This is it. And this means the moment you forget your limitations, your past, then you open opportunities for limitless learning. The second thing is A for active. Get proactively involved in creating, in design, in doing everything that we will be doing in the program. And this is super, super important for all of us. Why? If you look at this picture, everyone is highly involved. And this is the beauty of teamwork. This is why we are bringing all of you people together, all right? In as much as it's virtually, we want you to learn together. You learn it with the community. And then as you learning with this community, you need to get super proactively involved. We have a design project that we'll be working on, a 6 kilometer road project. So if you just come, listen to me today, listen to me tomorrow for 5 weeks, and you don't do nothing, I am sorry to tell you, and I'm saying this here, is just don't join the program. If you don't have time to practice, if you will not be involved, you will not be working, don't join the program. The second thing is state. In state, I mean that how are you learning? Most of the people, they do mindlessly. They do a lot of things mindlessly. And when I talk of mindlessly, is for example, when you're scrolling your phone, you're just scrolling to look for something. You are already bored in your mind, and you are looking for something to just get you busy. And that is how most of us watch the videos that I share with you. That is how they attend classes. Most of them attend classes even when they are, moving around. But I talk about state in the sense that information plus emotion is equals a long-term memory. So when I talk of emotion, I don't mean most people when you talk of emotion, they think about love, they think about crying, they think about being angry. But the concept here is about the desire. When you talk of a desire is a strong emotion for me to be good at what I do. So it means desiring to be super, super good. And that is one key thing that has been driving me the whole of my life. I have a strong desire to be good. I have a strong desire to be a top professional. I have a strong desire to give the best designs that I can be able. I have a strong desire to inspire people. I have a strong desire to connect with people. So I am super emotional. That is why the moment I meet with you, I will always remember you. Why? Because I have seen you, I have information, I've known your name, and then I have a desire to connect with you. So I remember you for the entire of your life. So when you join Civil 3D, I want you to sit down and know what is it that I want to learn. Infuse emotion in it. Look, visualize yourself when you're becoming very good. You're designing very good projects for yourself, okay? And then envision yourself getting good at that. That's how you connect emotion. And then with the information that you'll be learning from this, then becomes long-term memory. I actually remember one specific thing, you know, the thing where I was actually one of the bridges that I was building as a child. I remember this day, there was a heavy downpour, and the previous night we had built a bridge. And when I went there, I met that it has been washed away by water. I was angry. I was super, super angry. You know, I was actually feeling like crying. I actually remember that same feeling even today. So the idea is you need to be super emotional with that. And then that's how you get to remember things. Okay. Then last thing is teach. So learn it as if you will teach it to someone else. And this is the essence of why I introduced something that is called deep cubes. So deep cubes will be a small team like the one you're seeing on my screen now. And this is a team of people who are working towards one goal. What goal? To be good in Civil 3D, to be able to train and become good at it. So you're working with these people. And the idea is I ask people to share their work together, to share their work in the group so that you're working as a team. Also, you're meant to teach each other, you're meant to review each other's work. So the moment you plan as if you're going to teach it to someone else, that thing sticks forever. Look at this way. Imagine I told you, I want you to master this one single slide that I'm sharing today. I want you to look at it, and then you will do the same presentation tomorrow in front of 1,000 people. I am sure you will remember where each full stop is. You will remember word by word. So that is the power of learning something as if you're going to teach it. So every time that I'm learning something, I learn it with the mindset that I'm going to teach someone. So if I'm going to teach someone, that means I need to be super thorough with that thing that I'm learning that specific time. That's something that you can get to do, and then you have to be unstoppable. Now, here is the last thing, our mindset. I shared something today about our frame of mind. I don't know whether you people get to read that. It's the frame of mind that you need to do. So, most of us here, or most of the people that I have met, I have been approached by hundreds of people telling me, James, I want to learn CVBD from you. But these people don't actually want, they wish. They are just wishing, you know, they just see that you're good and they just want, yeah, I wish I could be as good as Precious. I wish I could be as good as Pacific. So you need to shift from wishing to actually do. I've seen people join our program, and this is a mindset. If you have been always a facilitator, if you've always been just watching things and not getting involved in that, I'm promising you that this is not going to work for you. You need to be super involved. You need to be a person who actually get things done. So if today I'm asking you to drop your frustrations in the chat box, I'll be responding to one of them, but you're not writing it. You're just wishing and thinking it in your mind. And you will keep struggling with that over and over again. You've seen someone who is very good, a mentor, but you cannot tell them, you cannot approach them and tell them, hey, sir, I see you very good at this and I would want you to push or probably mentor me and help me in this. You're just wishing in your mind, in your head. And are you seeing that problem? So drop in the chat box here. Why are you struggling? Why are you struggling to master CAD? Why are you struggling to learn Civil 3D? The second thing is deliberate practice. You must work on it today, tomorrow. You must be good. You must be willing to work on boring stuff. Civil 3D is super, super, super. When it's boring, honestly. You imagine clicking the same link, clicking, 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 clicking. But you have to be good with that. That's normal when clicking Civil 3D does not sound like Candy Crush, where people, they are sound telling you, wow, yeah, yeah, all of that. No, that is not happening. So in this case, you need to be there. You need to be there with yourself. Then the other thing is about passion and craftsmanship. My brothers and sisters, when you're starting, there is nothing, even if you're telling me you're passionate, you just think you're passionate. I genuinely know. And I'm telling you this for a fact. When I was starting, I didn't know that I'm passionate about this. I just put my mind in it and decided that I am gonna pursue this and see what it gives for me. So that is what we call craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is looking at something, studying it, crafting it, understanding it, looking through it. And then after you finish that single product, you will be super, super proud of yourself and say that actually, this is the good stuff that I have here. And that is how now passion comes in. The passion now pushes you to get it better, 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 better. So when you're talking about passion now, when you're starting something, you genuinely know that, not really, not as strong. But as you craft things, as you work on yourself, as you work on projects, that's how you bring passion. Passion follows you as you actually push yourself to doing something. Feedback loop, you must get feedback. And we are not going to tell you feedback that is going to make you feel good, that is going to massage your ego. We are going to tell you and give you the feedback that is actually the right one. The feedback that is going to help you. The feedback that is going to help you grow. Look at these people that are on this one. These are some interns and attaches that I was showing how we get to do, they were being shown how to do topo, and then I was showing them how to do intersection design, like road marking for an intersection. And you can see they are super, super actively involved. You cannot tell me these people are passionate. No, they are not. They are here because they want to get good at it. And then when they get good at it, that's when they can talk about passion. That's when they can talk about, I'm passionate about this, and that. So you need mastery. So when we talk of mastery for starting, the first one is novice. So you are unconsciously incompetent. So you don't know even you are incompetent, you just existing. And then there is an advanced beginner who is conscious incompetence. For example, the people who are coming here today, you are an advanced beginner. You know that you are conscious that you don't know. You are conscious, you've known that you are not competent. And then after this program, you will become proficient. Okay, people who are not with us, they are novice, they are just down there, they don't know what they don't know. It's simple as that. They don't know what they don't know. And then when you get to advanced beginner, is you be consciously incompetent. So you know that I am not good at this, I am not good at this, I am not good at this. And then after that, you become proficient, where you are consciously competent. You can say that I can be able to do an horizontal alignment, I can design a parking lot for you. And then after that, you get to an expert, where you are unconsciously competent. You just get to do things. When a project comes your way, you just feel it. You just try it. When you're asked to do a presentation, you just do it. And then after that, once you get to push of that, then you become a master. You become world class. Now, this is mastery, where you can be able to deliver everything. So that is all the things that you're able to do. And career opportunities in this one, there's BMM modeler, highway design engineer, that. But the key thing that I want you people to focus on, I want you to see the trail of mindset that I'm infusing in you. So it's not about enrolling in program. I know most of you, you've done a lot of online courses, but you've seen little in it. So the idea is Can you change your mindset? Because the same, you learn the same things over and over again. I want you to look at it in a different dimension. And I changed my mindset, how I've been approaching this program. All right. So that is basically what I wanted to share with you on this one, people. And I am just curious. Let me go in the chat box. Let me know. In the chat box, all I'm seeing is one. I struggled with learning Civil 3D because I didn't have the right person to teach me, but I actually struggled to learn through YouTube. So, Owera Jerry, you are here with us. I am here gonna guide you. We're gonna give you a day to worry anymore. Let me get to know who, not much projects to practice. Philoman, I have thousands of if you want them and you're gonna get them and I just want you don't need a lot of projects. I want to work on one single one that we'll be using in our training program. That is a 6 kilometer project, and then you can be able to climb. If you're able to crash that, I am certain that you get to a level of proficiency. And then once you get to the level of being proficient, that's when you get to move. So let me see. Inadequate data to okay, this is the common that we're seeing here. That is from the project. All the people here are dropping 111 here to be part of a community. So welcome. So that is it. I'm just curious. Why are you struggling? Keep dropping that in the chat box. Lack of right person to mentor and teach me. This is your this is this is this is your super you through this for the next 5 weeks and you able to be good at it. After this, shall I be able also to design a building project? My friend, I'm talking about road design. I'm not doing any building projects here. So you cannot, we are talking about road design. So we're not talking about buildings. So in buildings, you can be able to do that with other softwares. How one can, with you for mentorship in Civil 3D, join our program. You have 1,000,001 ways to get me. You have all my contacts all over. So that's it. That is it. I would want to hear from you people. Has this changed your mindset on how you approach pro design? Has this changed your you've been trying to learn? I'm just going to get the course outline for the April bootcamp. So let me get to here. Who is there? Who is there? Who wants to say something? So someone, let me know. No, you will not be able to design railways. This is road. I don't have experience in designing railways, so I cannot train you on something that I don't have expertise in. I'll be only training you on designing roads. So amazing. So now that there is no one who is in a position to share or to probably comment on that one, or probably I'm assuming that all is good with you people. So this is the Civil 3D training course outline for 2024. So this is a program that I have been improving it over and over again because this outline is not about me. It's about the people that I'm serving. It's about the people that we are serving in this specific area. And that's why it keeps evolving. I think the people will be joining us probably 1 year from today. They will be super amazed. So the mission remains the same: to inspire and empower young design engineers to elevate their skills and knowledge in the realm of infrastructure design with the current best industry practices. I didn't know this. I didn't have the knowledge to be able to know these industry practices when I was starting. But now that I know them, why don't I give them out to you people? So that's it. Then the program will be the course duration is 5 weeks. We started with 4 weeks, but we saw it was not sufficient for us. So we were rushing a few things and we thought that's not very good. So we decided to get it to 5 weeks just for you people. And then this course is going to start on 1st April. 1st April. So new month goals, put in Civil 3D in your new month goals. And then it will end on May 7th, 2024. Those are exactly 5 weeks from today. or from the 1st of April. And then the days that we able to do, I think this was a typo. It is on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 p.m. East African time, 8 p.m. East African time to 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturdays, we do consultations and we'll do exactly the same time. The required resources you'll need to have Autodesk for 3D software, of course, Ashto Greenbook, all of these are provided, so you don't have to worry about that. And then, of course, we offer Autodesk certificates at the end of this program. So you'll be able to get an Autodesk certificate. You can see it all over. The people that have been able to successfully complete this program, they have received their certificates. So now, what is it is that we are going to cover? Number one is we'll be able to have the interface tour, where we'll be exploring the Civil 3D interface. You cannot work with something that you don't understand. We'll be working on 2D drafting. That is, for example, sketching, sketching designs. We'll also be able to draft a box culvert and all of that. And then you'll get to do deliverables. Deliverables is just a simple project that you must complete so that we know whether you are gaining knowledge, so that we can be able to understand where do you need help in. The second thing that we'll be using is engineering survey. Engineering survey is the backbone of any engineering work. You cannot work on any engineering work without carrying out a survey. So in this case, we'll be talking about practical survey procedures, introduction to survey data, survey points, how to work with survey points, how to do survey, the equipment that are used in survey, understanding the coordinate systems, and all of that. That is part of engineering survey. And then after that, it will be existing ground modeling. So in existing ground modeling is where you have to model the surface that you're working on. So once you have your survey data, now you need to build, it's a representation of the ground now in the software. And there are quite a number of procedures. We use thin surfaces to do this, and we'll be able to use, we'll be able to go through these in depth during the progress. So this is called existing ground modeling, where you work with surfaces in Civil 3D, where you create contours. You'll be able to create topo maps. I saw like Vanessa. I don't know whether she's here, but she did a fantastic job. The same thing with Pacific. They are doing a fantastic job when it comes to this, and many others that are already in the boot camp. And then after that, we go to horizontal alignment, where we'll talk about design control criteria, introduction to horizontal alignment, and most importantly, we'll be able to look at the different compound curves that we use in horizontal alignment. Compound curves is one of the most problematic section when it comes to road design, and most people actually find it very, very difficult. They will be able, straight sections is just a straight. We'll also be talking about transition curves. We'll also be talking about widening. We'll be talking about something that is called specifying design criteria and design checks and design speed, and also integrating the road design standards, in your design. So we'll be talking about that as well. So for example, we have Ashto Greenbook. So what is Ashto Greenbook talking about when it comes to horizontal alignment? And then how can we integrate that in our designs to make sure that they pass the minimum criteria, the minimum requirements, the minimum guidelines, the minimum specifications that are in different road design manuals. After that, we go to vertical alignment design, be able to create surface profiles, all of that. We will be able to integrate, of course, design checks in this case, be able to design the crest and sag curves, design gradient, design for drainage structures. Very important. I had people asking me about that. How do you put your culverts? How do you know the inverts? How do you know the location? How do you know, all of those things? Then we'll be also designing the stopping sight distances, which are a very key thing when it comes to safety of our roads. I'll be sharing this, of course, to most of us, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, we'll be talking about climbing lanes. How do you design climbing lanes and drainage structures as well? Then we'll talk about pavement design. How do you design pavements? Why did this person tell you to use a 50 mm AC? What design manuals guide design pavement design? So these are two courses in one. Then we go to corridor modeling and intersection, the intersection design. You'll be talking about creating road cross sections, designing corridor surfaces, and all of that. Then the next thing that we'll cover is quantity takeoff and cost estimation. So, Mr. Engineer, after you've done all your design, what is the cost of your project? Can you be able to prepare a BOQ for your design? Can you be able to get the quantities for your construction? Can you be able to get pavement layer materials and volumes? Okay. Can you be able to know the amount of earthworks that will be required for your design? So that will be a big part actually. Quantity takeoff is a big part of this program. And then after that, we'll be talking about plan and production. In this case, we're talking about view frames, viewports, how do you present your designs? How do we talk about plan and profile? We talk about plans. We talk about, how do you present your design? How do you generate different reports, taking out data for you to be able to implement that specific design. So that is roughly an idea of what we're going to cover in this one. But we're also going to share this, and we are generous people. We are super, super generous. We have a bonus for you, and this one, number one, will guide you through designing a 6 kilometer design project. So for most of people who are saying they don't have survey data, I'm daring you. I want you to do this one single project with the highest level of excellence. Innocent of query. I don't want you to look for survey data. I'll provide you one for a 6 kilometer design project. I will guide you. I'll give you recordings. I will train you. I'll show you. I'll give you short videos. I want you to design it to perfection. It's as simple as that. Professional feedback. I'll be giving you feedback every day. Plan and profile presentations and project presentations. We give chance for people to do presentations of their project. Like, for example, on Saturday, people in the boot camp, they end a chance to do presentations for their projects. Tell us, why did you do this? Then design challenges. You are competing, actually. Our environment is super, super, super competitive, all right? Then we also provide class recordings, short refresher videos every day, every morning. Every morning, after every class, you have short refresher videos for you to follow through and execute your deliverables, your work. Okay. Curated online resources. I have millions of online resources. Sometimes even I think when I share, people will be overwhelmed. So I share videos, I share books, I share everything that you need for you to be good at it. Then road design manuals. We provide road design manuals. Ashton Green Book, road design manual for Kenya, RDM. I have another one for Uganda. I have another one for Tanzania. I have another one for South Africa. I have another one for Nigeria. I have another one for the other one is the British standards. Overseas road note. There are millions of them. I also have books. If you like reading, you can be able to read that. And then most importantly, for our certificates, there will be an exam, a simple exam. It's a pop-up question that you need to answer so that we get to gauge and know whether you're getting good at it. So in this case, we offer those exams, those sample questions for you to prepare so that now you can get an Autodesk certificate. An Autodesk certificate is a certificate that is recognized worldwide. So the moment you showcase that, everyone knows that you're good at it. Better yet, we give you personal branding. So look here, you are growing, you are learning with us in Civil 3D. Look, there is Pacific and there is other men here. And just before I go on, when you talk of personal branding is giving you now the tricks and insights on how you can build a brand yourself. become a top professional, because LinkedIn has millions of opportunities. LinkedIn has decision makers, the boss of your project, the boss of the company that you've been wanting to get your job at is in LinkedIn. He's super active there. He is scouting for talent. I get hundreds of requests. Can you get to employ? You want a job? No. I'm not interested in that. My mission is to equip you people to take those jobs. So we need to give you tips on how to now bring yourself online. And just on that case, I want to talk about one specific person here, and that is Pacific. Pacific, are you here with us? Pacific, are you here with us?
Yeah.
How has been your experience about sharing your work on LinkedIn? You've been in our boot camp for the last just 2 weeks. Actually, this man has been in our boot camp for just 2 weeks, and I saw him getting very good. And then when he posted, I encouraged him to share his work on LinkedIn. How was that experience for you, Bona Pacific?
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Pacific University as well, as the instructor has already said it. I really thank him for his guidance, and it was a very big pleasure to see my post being engaged with this instructor. So my experience on the feedback I got after posting and getting a repost of him is that I got a lot of followers. I increased the number of followers and also the number of people who connected with me. And through that, I got some engineers who are experienced in, let's say, highway engineering, and also some civil engineers who are experienced, who are getting more experience in the field. Not only that, but also I got some people we are students too, who got to know me and I got to know them. So it was very big interacting with others. I think it's all about that. Thank you very much.
Amazing. It's always good to see young professionals who are going up there and taking charge. And this is the same spirit. So don't be too worried about the course outline and all of that. That is my work to take care of that. I'm the one who knows. I'm the pilot who is guiding you in this one. Okay. Your work is, I want you to execute. The reason as to why I have isolated or I have talked about Pacific is I've seen his mindset on how he is executing the work, how he is asking questions, how he is executing everything, uh, how he has gained the confidence to share his work. So my advice to you, Brona Pacific, is keep sharing the knowledge. The more you learn with us, and I'm here to announce that Pacific, you have a free entry in our advanced program. Free entry. Reach out to Blasius right away, and then he will guide you on the next steps that you need to take. This guy has been super great, and I like his mentality. I like how he's been strong, and I want you to keep sharing your work. Now I want to talk to another super great gentleman here, Maroon Sigrent from South Africa. How has been your experience? Baron has been part of cohort 3 that just graduated, and this guy now has come to our camp. That is why he has been talking to you. We normally get the best brains, the best people come with us so that we can mentor them and grow with them. Baron, are you in a position to speak? How has been your experience in the boot camp, in the Civil 3D trainings, and how do you see that impacting your career? Take it up.
Thank you so much, Engineer James, for the opportunity to share. Honestly, guys, it has been a life-changing experience. I'll be honest with you. When I joined the boot camp, or when I joined the cohort, I literally knew nothing in terms of road design. I just had passion of wanting to learn. But when I met with these guys, they mentored me, particularly Engineer James. He mentored me from literally knowing nothing. I didn't even know what a road is. You understand what I mean? Yeah, I only did structures there. That's what I was passionate about. But right now, I'm actually loving road. I mean, when you are driving there and you're seeing that whole super elevation thing, and you're excited because you know what it means. But honestly, I've grown so much. I'm now confident in taking real life projects. I was actually working on a real life project just like a few weeks ago, and I'm seeing how the feedback I'm getting from people. They're saying, how do you know this? Where do you know this? We've never seen this type of thing. I mean, I've learned things like Plexeth, plugins that I've used in Civil 3D that have made my designs and my workflow really, really, really easy. So nothing short, nothing I can take away. It's been an amazing, amazing opportunity. I would definitely encourage you guys. I was telling someone that I think $50 is grossly underpriced because the value that I got from there, the connections I got from there, the relationships that I got from there, they are way more important than the money that I paid. So it's just an encouragement to say, please join. And when you join, do your very best. You won't regret it. Okay, that's all I can say.
Amazing, amazing. Just before you go, Baron, were you passionate? Was there passion when you started this? Were you passionate about road?
I'll be honest, no. My first delivery was terrible. I remember
I
getting
know.
I remember getting a very, very scolding. And the feedback I got was it hurt my feelings. So that made me change my attitude altogether. And I started working really hard. So I was not passionate when I started. Honestly, I wasn't. But it was the guidance and the mentorship I got that just changed my attitude. But now I love doing road. I can't even spend a day without even spending 1 hour or 2 hours on my Civil 3D, just doing one or two things and talking to other professionals. So yeah, I can definitely say I've gained more passionate when I started this program.
I heard you say you are underutilized. So I'm going to send you some survey data. I want something tomorrow done. So after this session, okay. So that's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
There are so many of us who are here who have been through this program. They have been tremendously. Everyone who has been serving you people. That is from Baron. There was another gentleman, Felix. Felix, are you with us? I don't know
Yes,
whether
engineer.
someone is.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
fantastic, fantastic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, engineer. I'm very happy to
Mhm.
be part of the discussion today, having been part of the
uh,
previous cohorts. Yeah.
mhm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't know what question to ask you, but just randomly, if Nelius met you today and asked you uh, about Civil 3D and what you think, what would you tell him? What would you tell him or her? Nelius, I see Nelius. I don't know. Yeah. What would you say?
Well, for a starter, Nelias, I'd like to encourage you to take up this program. And as a former student of Bona James, I have a couple of things that I'd like to, recommend to the rest of the students, having directly learned from him. I was not particularly a novice per se, but the ideas that I got to implement from the designs that we were doing, from the deep cubes, from all the other discussions that we were having with other people, I can assure you guys that you are actually in the right place. My name is Felix Araka. I actually work as an assistant engineer with KERA, which is a rural roads body mandated to carry out the maintenance and the construction. So it goes without saying that you absolutely needed to learn the Civil 3D software or any other design software that is applicable to your roads. So this program was actually very beneficial to my career, and it's actually amazing what you can learn under 5 weeks, particularly if you need to learn about the corridor modeling. There's a surface creation, there's alignments, there's literally a ton of stuff you can learn from this program. So I look forward to actually working with you guys, seeing what you have to offer, seeing what you have to learn, and encourage you guys to take it up. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing joining this program.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. The beauty of this is the men who are speaking here will be with you. We call them captains. They are our Civil 3D captains. I have seen people in our WhatsApp group, they have been trying to join that group a lot. That is where captains meet to plan for you, to discuss how they can help you, to highlight people who are doing good, to highlight people who need more assistance and more help. So when you see me, coming at you like Pacific, I saw it and I asked them, now, you guys, what do you think about this man? And there was also Vanessa. Vanessa, are you here with us? Vanessa, are you here with us?
Yes, I am.
So when Vanessa came, I remember her texting me and telling me how she is. I don't have time. I'm currently working for some project, and I know, I'm busy. And my response was, okay, fine. Everyone is busy. So you choose which busy to get to. Vanessa, how is your experience over in the boot camp? Vanessa is currently part of the campus boot camp. So Vanessa, what you got to say? How did the busy thing happen? And how did you actually feel after sharing your work on LinkedIn and getting all of that? I think your work got the most impressions, a lot of people. I was checking it out. I get notifications about it every day. So how have this been? How can you describe this?
So the boot camp has been amazing. Personally, I like how it's step by step and how you have guidance. You can ask any question in the boot camp. And also about the busy part, I used to wake up at 6, but I had to wake up earlier to make sure I'm done with the work on time and still go to work. Yeah, so it's a sacrifice, but I feel like it's something that will pay off very well in the future. Concerning my LinkedIn, I'm also very shocked. Right now, it's receiving around 5,000 impressions, so it has really shocked me, and I'm really happy about it. And I'm looking forward to join the advanced program.
Do you know what you need to do next? Hello, Vanessa,
Hello.
are you there with me?
Yes. Yes.
What you need to do, I want you to share more work. I want you to put in more effort. Share more of your work. You don't have to write a long message like James. You don't have to create a long video like James. I want you to just share your work. Share what you're learning. And the beauty of it is you cannot share anything that has mistakes because the captains are there. So if you or I'm also there. So if you want to share something and you feel a little not so confident about it, drop it my inbox and I'm able to do that. So that is how you grow. That is how you attract opportunity. Number two, you are currently working. You're already in a working position. So I want you to look for an area, an opportunity that you think you would use the knowledge that you have now to add value to that organization. I genuinely, that's how I got promoted. In 2023, I got promoted 3 times. Promotions I never asked for. Like I remember even this last project, I didn't know whether there's even such a project in our office. I was just called and I was told you are required somewhere. I was like, why am I required there? Because there's a project that needs to be designed. I did not bid for it. I did not ask anyone that I wanted a promotion. I want a job. It just came a specific job that requires a specific set of skills. And I'm the only person who has that specific set of skills. And that's it. I didn't have to negotiate to get the job. All I was negotiating is, what do you have for me? What remuneration are you gonna offer for me? Like I'm negotiating from a point of you know strength. So Francis Lala is asking, importing survey data into civil BD have been a headache at the first instance. Here's something that we do in the very first note. This is a very, very fast thing that we get to do. Better yet, we get to go deeper so that it's not about importing, it's about you understanding how we survey, how do I translate this, how do I use this information. And remember, when we talk of survey data, garbage in, garbage out. I'm not going to explain that. Everything from your sharing, I think you've delved much into the possibilities that come from our knowledge of the software. I'm encouraged that it's possible to actually learn and master it. Can you offer another intake after April? Absolutely. This is my work. I have a full-time job, but I commit to be here with you. I just came from work. I came here to be with you today because this is my mission and I have men who are helping me. So don't tell us an excuse that you're busy. Just fix your time management issues and invest. You are actually investing your time to become better, better, and better. So please, Levi, there will be another cohort. This is April. The other one will be June, and then we'll also have another one in July, but I'm going to share out a schedule for that, so please do it. I'm still looking through this. Please share the course outline. Bro, Jihia, you don't have to worry about the course outline. You don't have to worry. I've seen a lot of people so worried about the course outline. Even if I send it to you, it's just another PDF. It's nothing, there's no magic in it. The magic lies with your mindset. You are the magic. It's as simple as that. I have Civil 3D 2018 to due to my CV. Having Civil 3D will crash or make the PC slow. Can I still learn the April class with it? Absolutely, Francis Lala, because now I wouldn't want your PC to crash. So we can use Civil 3D 2018. But the challenge is there are a few changes and also functionalities that you find in Civil 3D 2024 that are, that are not in the 2018 version. But Glaciers and Wesley are our technical guys, and they are going to take care of that. Glaciers, Wesley, look into Francis Lala. Just DM him here or drop your number here so that they can be able to get in touch and advise accordingly. James, did you say the days are Tuesdays and Thursdays? Yes, I did say that. Samsung SM89118B. Yes, the sessions are on Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. So Saturday is more of consultation, feedback for you to present your work, for you to tell us about the challenges that you have. What areas are you being challenged, and then we can see how we help you on Saturdays. Like yesterday or this Saturday, the people in the boot camp, they were with the captains. I was not even there because I wanted them to give them space to open up. And then the captains gave me a report on these are what people are struggling with. This is what we can help them on that. Okay, please clarify more on the days. What I'm saying is the days are and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. East African time, 8 p.m. East African time, just like right now. Now it's 2038 in East Africa. So 8 p.m., 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Invest your time and get returns for your time. Let me see someone else who probably has something that please okay. I don't know whether there is someone, my phone number. Yes, that's your phone number. I think Glaciers, you can pick it up so that you help. Yeah, how are you going to offer the lessons? The lessons we use Telegram. That is where we interact because Telegram we are able to offer large videos. I offer very high quality videos. So WhatsApp is so noisy. We use Telegram. We can also create small groups for us to interact and get a very good engaging. So for those of us who are not here, you can drop our WhatsApp group so that people can get to join us if you've not joined us. And then that's it. You guys, I want you to invest in yourself. I know you would want to get a lot of funds, you would want to get a lot of good things for yourself. PlexArt is a software that we use for visualization of designs, and we are going to look into that. It's just for visualization. It gives perspective in your design. You're able to make decisions and all of that. So yes, fantastic, Levi. So I'm going to charges for the program because of course we are investing time resources to be with you people. So the program is going at a cost of $50, 50 USD, 50 USD. That is equivalent to Kenyan shillings, 7,500, equivalent to Tanzanian shillings, 148,500. Payments outside Kenya, Blasius, you can drop the payment options now. You can drop the payment options now. We have quite a number of payment options. You can be able to use our seller, where we use seller to make payment. You can be able to send using PayPal. You can be able to send using Western Union. You can be able to send money for people in East Africa. If you're in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, you can be able to send directly to a number. The intake is the one in April 1st. We will start April 1st. So this is the intake that we're having now. For people who are super interested, people who are ready, you can come and join us. And then the next one will be probably in July. I know that for sure. Yeah. Civil 3D 2020 can still serve the purpose, but if you have a challenge. And the good news is our gentleman Wes is here to solve all your software issues. So before we start, we get to install the software. We get to install Plexas. We are going to give you Plexas so that you can be able to install it, and then we start from there. So we don't expect you to have technical glitches as we go. Of course, they may happen, but we make sure we address them in good time. But we'll be giving priority to people who have paid, so that now it becomes easy, so that we don't have people who have paid and then we don't have others. And then people who have paid, they are not able to proceed with the training. So I think that's it. That's the information that when are you, the deadline is fast. The deadline for payment is fast. Because the earlier you get to pay, the better, so that we can sort your software issues. You don't want to come on fast when the session is starting and you don't have the software. That wouldn't be very, very, very good. You will lag behind. But please, if you don't have time to work, on the project, don't pay. Don't pay, don't subscribe to our program, because I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to get paid by you people. I am here to impact skills and knowledge. And if you're not working on the projects, then there is no point for you joining us. It's as simple as that. So I would rather have a team of 10 people who are going to do fantastic job, who are going to implement, who are going to follow instructions, other than have a multitude of 100 or 1,000 people, and then you have nothing to show. It's a shame. To be a waste of money. So I'm encouraging people, if you really want and you really know that you want to learn and you will be executing the projects. I've seen some gentleman here. He's a senior engineer, Johnson Kinywa. He was on the high end of implementing, inquiring, doing work. And that is the principle that we use here. The men and the ladies that I've mentioned here, they are people who have been able to do their work. So if your work is to just join us, listen to us, entertain you, I don't think that will be a good thing for you, okay? Please, can I use Google Earth Pro data for my design practice? How do I get more accurate data using it? Google Earth Pro is a secondary source of data. It's using a satellite. There is no satellite. The most accurate source of data that we'll ever use in this world is survey data that is picked using a total station or an RTK. Actually, even RTK machine has a lot of errors because it's picking data from the satellite. You don't imagine a satellite that is a million miles away on the orbit of the Earth to pick a point that is next to you. That is the simple thing. In as much as people think that using using Google Earth Pro is it's a good thing, but you cannot use that for a detailed design. So due to the interest of time, I don't want to keep you people here for too long. We've been already for many hours. So thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. The link is there. If you really ready and willing and planned to join our program, this is it. This is what we have to cover. You're going to design a 6-kilometer road from start to end. And so that's it for you people. We'll be doing this remotely online using Zoom, just like we are here with you people. It'll be a super good journey. I encourage you people to join. But also, if you're not prepared, I don't want people working with people who have attended. You are halfway in, halfway out. Just don't get in. I'm not discouraging you, but I'm telling you the fact so that you get value the program. So thank you so much. It was an honor having you, Wanjala, Eric Emar, William Akesh, Kevin, Nelius Karari, Marcy, Alan Gojiri. I know you're already in. So I hope my gentlemen have been able to fix your software issues. Yeah, that's okay, man. That's okay. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. If you need the software, you need people who can help you. My men will help you if you have technical issues. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. It was a pleasure having you here. Yeah. I'm looking forward to moving this journey with you people. I'm looking forward to learning and growing with you. Remember, you are not investing today, you are investing for your future. You are building a career for yourself. Daganda Moses, I know you're here. I know your brother is here. He's doing a fantastic job. Keep encouraging him. And thank you for referring him. Okay? He's doing a fantastic job. I know you're proud of him. So keep doing the good work. Keep doing the good work. Yeah. I like brothers who can inspire other brothers. So that's it. I think I'm done for today. So we can continue committing. And if you need any other information, let me know. And may you all have a good night. Have a good night. Keep connecting. Follow each other on LinkedIn. By the way, you people should follow me. Yeah, you people should follow me. Look for me. Look for me. Look for me. Look for me. Interact with my. I share a lot of knowledge. If you're yet to connect with me, you can. Yeah, amazing. It's great to connect with you people. Have a fantastic night and have a good night. Have a good night and see you around. See you around. Thank you. And the session is adjourned.